Welcome to Elder-Speek, the official podcast of ElderGeek.com. You are listening to issue number 71, Game Day. I'm your host, Randy Asenchak. This is my co-host, Mats. And with us this week is Robin. Robin, say hello.
Hello.
You're normally not on the show, are you, Robin?
No, I'm not. Actually, I think this is my first time on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah. Feels funny.
Let's do some news real quick. There is a new combat system set up for Skyrim.
Hells yeah.
You can actually now dual wield weapons. You can put anything in either hand, so you can do like staff and shield, you can do sword and club, you can do sword and dagger. But what they have also kind of announced about it is that you can mix spells. So each hand, both of your hands, one spell can be in one hand and a different spell can be in another, and you can also do a multiplier of those spells if you put the same spell in both hands.
Did they have that in Fable 3?
They did, and that's why I'm kind of a little bit nervous about how this spell system is going to work. They've also said that they're going to revamp the leveling system so that it's no longer that you pick a class and then you level based on that class. They kind of figured that you will level based on what you like playing as most. So if you pick swords and you keep using your sword, here, Mats, come up this way. If you pick swords and you keep playing with swords, you will level up faster because you're a sword user. So if you keep using swords, you'll level up faster. But if you vary your playstyle, you'll actually level up slower. So if you play with alchemy and that kind of stuff, then you will level up a lot slower than just doing one kind of play style. They're also planning on perks like they do with the Fallout 3, and there was something else. Oh, still going to be doing leveling as far as the enemies.
Oh, okay.
The enemies are still going to be leveling with you, but they say that it's going to be less severe. It's actually going to be a lot more like we both died.
New Vegas?
Yeah, it's going to be more like New Vegas and Fallout 3. So
that's good.
Moving on, the PS3 is going to be seeing a remake. Thanks to this game, the PS3 is going to be seeing an HD remake of the latest 3 Tomb Raider games on one disc: Underworld, Anniversary, and Legend. They are going to be remastered for HD, which I don't know what that really means because those last 3 actually existed on the 360, right? So they were HD in the first place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well
maybe they weren't actually.
I think they were out this generation. I have both Legend and Underworld, so.
So those are coming out. Let's see what's next. The PSP phone is all but a reality. There's been a ton of screenshots for it all over the internet. It actually features dual analog nubs, but they are touch sensitive, and a phone by Sony Ericsson. I don't think any word yet has been said about who the carrier is and anything like that. It's actually still just rumor at the moment. The next Infinity Ward game is likely going to be a prequel for any Modern Warfare fans. What they're thinking about doing is actually taking the character Ghost from Modern Warfare 2 and giving him a backstory. So
was he also in Modern Warfare 1?
I don't remember. I don't think so. Anybody in the chat? Does anybody remember if the character Ghost was from Modern Warfare 1? I think we got the goodie down in this one, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think so. Somebody says don't think so. All right, moving on. So that's what likely the next Infinity Ward title is going to be.
Do you really expect something comparable to Modern Warfare 1 and 2 to come from the new Infinity Ward?
They're going to be using the same engine. To be honest with you, considering how rushed Modern Warfare 2 was and how poor the story was, I don't think it's going to matter.
Right, and how about the fact that, a lot of veterans from that studio left?
I still don't think it's going to matter. Considering how well Treyarch did with Black Ops, I don't think anybody really has much to worry about. The Call of Duty formula has been put in place, and now all people need to do is follow it.
Alright, that makes sense.
Let's see. The next item on news before I get killed is Torchlight. Robin, you brought us this one. Torchlight is coming exclusively to the Xbox Live Arcade.
Oh, yeah. So like you said, it's coming to XBLA. I think somewhere next month, might be early March, if I remember. It's going to be $15, and from what I read, they actually changed a lot to it. Because you don't have a mouse and keyboard, you just directly control your character, and you get your combos from melee to face buttons, I think, and those melee attacks put you forward.
So
it's just a basic hack and slash for a 360, I think.
it's going to be basically it's going to be a whole new experience for even people that already have Torchlight on their PC. So if they really love Torchlight, they could probably still get more Torchlight action on the 360.
Yeah, but I think content-wise, there's not that much change to it.
I think more people are a little bit more excited about Torchlight 2 coming out.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's actually going to be very exciting. I'm kind of psyched about that. I think that one's also going to be supporting multi-classes and co-op. I think.
Yeah, it's going to have co-op, which is great. Also, I was thinking, if this really works out well, and you get the control scheme works and everything works, and this might also have a good indication of whether Diablo might be coming to consoles. That's still an issue.
I don't know. Do you think it's gonna, bud? Because personally,
I don't know. If it really turns out that the control scheme is far inferior to whatever's on PC, then it might be pretty bad. And also because Runic said this is the control scheme they plan on using for Torchlight 2, which is definitely coming to PS3 and 360. Well, I think if this works, it also might just be a tryout. So if they find out this control scheme doesn't really suit the masses, they have a lot of time to fix it for Torchlight 2.
Good call. Yeah. Since they're a smaller studio, they can take the risk like that, and unlike Blizzard Activision, where they really can't take a giant risk like that.
Yeah, I mean, if they release Diablo 3 for the console, and everybody would just agree that the control scheme isn't nearly as good as on the PC, that'd be pretty bad for them. But Runic, they can take it.
I also think just that, I don't think it necessarily means a one-to-one situation with Diablo, because I think the spells and stuff that you use in Diablo are much more complex than in Torchlight. In Torchlight, it's basically just point and shoot, even with the spells. So yeah, it might not be the same.
They look kind of point and shooty in Diablo 3, based on what we've seen of it so far, though. We don't know what Diablo 3 is like yet. You know what I mean? No, none of us have played a preview of it yet. It looks like a very simple version of Diablo 2 so far. Yeah. Next on the item is Child's Play. Raised a new yearly record of almost $2.3 million this year, guys.
Nice.
Great news.
It was all thanks to Elder-Speek. Gosh, it makes us feel like what we did for our marathon feel like a drop in the bucket. But I think that's amazing. It kind of goes to show that gamers are not the dangerous people that sometimes media makes us out to be.
Well, at least maybe we still are, but at least we care about others.
We're a caring psychopath.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we all have our sensitive sides.
Oh, and in our final bit of news, actually, before we round out this week's very short podcast, because it's kind of a social experiment, like I said. We don't know if we want to keep doing it this way or not. But Elder-Speek is going to be appearing at MagFest this year, which is actually this coming Thursday through Sunday. So if you want to go and hang out, come on over and hang out, grab a beer with us, play some games with us, have a t-shirt. It'll be a good time. And I think we've also got some pretty cool swag to give away at the table too, thanks to Jesse and a few other of our staff members as well.
Awesome.
So swag and video games and fun. So hit up MagFest.
Great.
I honestly can't wait. I've been very, very psyched about this MagFest. We also have another couple of very big announcements coming up for the site after MagFest to kind of really ring home the fact that we are the premier independent media source on the internet for geeks. we're going to be getting rid of all advertisement from our site. So no longer will you have to even see the few advertisements that we had before. We are going to go completely ad-free. Maybe there will be a couple of ads on the side to help support us through donations or through, possibly buying a t-shirt or anything else. But say bye-bye to ads from Elder-Geek.
Which
will be missed.
Which is really, what do you call it, amazing. I don't think anyone else is doing this.
Well, think about it this way, too. You guys have all been using the internet since, it became a popular social phenomenon.
Yep.
How many internet ads have you ever clicked on?
None.
Robin?
A few.
A few? Like 5?
Well, actually, I think the internet ads that work are not the ones, I'm looking at IMVU, whatever that is, even though I see it every day, and MacFest right now. Those are the 2 ads that are on my game day screen. I don't think those really work all that well.
So, after years and years of using ads, maybe collectively between the 3 of us, we've possibly clicked on 12 ads. I don't think, but we've been annoyed by plenty of them.
Yeah, definitely. Ebony Online.
Oh!
I still don't know what kind of game that is, but I'm pretty sure there aren't nearly naked women in it.
So, we're getting rid of ads. Everybody's annoyed by them. Nobody looks at them. So, enjoy the ad-free site after MagFest. Only after MagFest, because we actually want to support the guys from MagFest, because it's a great show. I think more people need to go see it. I personally am excited about getting rid of those ads, because then we can actually use it for more fun stuff. We can actually throw up a live stream channel while we're actually, playing. So if anybody comes to the site at all, they'd be able to see whether or not somebody's online playing. We could throw up our, latest review or video or anything. So just better use of our space and better use of our readers' times.
I think that'll definitely be an improvement.
Rejoice. Agreed.